par 4, Frank?
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Chance now for another birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. 13th hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Yeah, that's a popular spot. He'll have that for his birdie at 13. You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
This one's starting a hair right.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Well, that is not very good at all. That could cost him.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You just wish you took the shorter club now. Yeah,
good putt. That's in for par here at 15. and he's going to stay at 19 under par.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit. Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Now this for another birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he gets it to 20 under par.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards of par 4, that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier. Oh, that's a great tee shot. I know it doesn't count as a fairway hit, but when you're that far down there, the first cut is absolutely fine.
This only about 5 feet for birdie.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he moves to 21 under par.
Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things: the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball.
What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh, what a putt there. It's in for eagle here at 18. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? Frank, it's looking promising through 36 holes. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Banff Springs in Alberta, Canada, live third-round coverage of the Alberta Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll remain at 23 under par.
Frank, how about the par 3 second hole?
The first of 5 par 3s the players will play today, Rich. This one's surrounded by bunkers, but certainly one of the shorter par 3s. So with a good tee shot here, you can imagine you could easily get a putt inside 10 to 15 feet for birdie.
That one safely on the putting surface. Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 24 under par.
Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. You just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee, let it carry as far as possible.
Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Had the distance right, just a tad offline. How about the chances for getting it up and down from that spot?
Well, it's not in the thick stuff, Rich, so that's advantage number 1. Really, the lie's pretty good. I think it's a standard pitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had to be thinking about making that kind of talent. He possesses the good hands. Beautiful shot right there, and that is an eagle.
Frank, it's always fun to play a par 3 just like this one.
The ball's going to go further. Obviously, get to tee it up. Should be able to carry that water. That's really the only problem for the player in front. But once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth.
Well, he hung that out there to the right, and the green can't hold it. Everything is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead.
Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side. Depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here. That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
No problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. And he moves to 28 under par.
Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand iron, whether it was out of the first cut or up or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand iron, yeah.
That one is really long, Frank. He miscalculated there.
Well, there has to be something. I mean, from where he was, it's just an aberration. Seriously, that little green patch down the end there with a flag in it, that's where you're meant to go. Not like sailing over yonder.
Oh, everything is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards of par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. The 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods, the longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Oh man, absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf.
Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
From about 8 feet. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament.
Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5, interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s and 3 par 4s. This one not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one you have to be a little bit careful though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
Wow, what a second shot. And Frank, he has a chance for yet, can you believe this, another eagle?
Yeah, I thought 1 was enough, Rich. 2, wow, that's a little greedy, right? A chance for 3 eagles?
Chance now for another birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that is going to mean this was a 27 on the front side, an amazing 9 under par.
Frank, we begin this back 9 with a real test. It's a 218-yard par 3.
And it's very easy to get lulled into the shape of that lake there on the right side and try and hit a cut in here. But that cut's going to work against the natural shape of the hole. If anything, a nice high draw.
solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round will win the day.
This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close. Okay, didn't quite get it there, but that's a decent effort.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain well under par.
On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. This one has a chance to be close.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And he's going to move to 33 under par.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is.
Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you're going to have a putt of some 20, 25 feet maximum for birdie.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And that's going to get him to minus 34.
Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot. It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and more evidence there. The swing, the strike, and look how close that is.
Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And he's going to move to minus 35 for the tournament.
Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. He's going to maintain that substantial lead.
Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Now, Rich, I've been in there, I've taken a good look at this one, and I'm not seeing a lot in it. Up the slope, not a great deal of break. Confident roll required.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he is just unstoppable right now.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. 11 feet away. Yes, some good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17, and he just continues to impress, moving to 37 under par. It has been such a spectacular tour around Banff Springs, hasn't it? One of the most scenic golf courses in North America, and a nice way to finish with this 578-yard, 18th hole. Chance to get home in two and make an eagle or a birdie and put a cap on a memorable day. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. You betcha, birdies at 16, 17, and 18 to wrap things up. And that will mean that this is a round of, get this, 56. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our featured golfer miles in front with 18 left to play.
I'm still scratching